What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Chae Cole, and we're back with another episode. So let's go ahead and hop into it. Lion and Bear season. What do I mean by that? Lion and Bear season is a season of obscurity. It's a season of I don't want to get ahead of myself, and I already did by telling you or saying what Lion and Bear, saying that we're talking about Lion and Bear season, even though you've already seen the title. Uh, Lion and Bear season is that season of obscurity. I find that it's commonplace that for millennials, for Gen Zers, for young adults, and people in general, a lot of times we feel that we are not being seen, we're not being heard, we're not being valued because perhaps we are in a season of obscurity. A lot of us have been used to being thrust into positions, thrust into places in leadership, and maybe the career hasn't gone the way that we thought it would be by now, or this hasn't happened by now. And we're like, God, where are you? I don't see you moving in my life. I don't see these things that have been prophesied, maybe have been spoken over my life that I've been believing for, that I've been praying about. I have not seen them take place in my life. Lord, what is going on? Right? And so I really want to challenge you and help you in terms of your perspective of this season that you may be going through. And this isn't for everyone. This may be just for a select few people. But even if you find yourself in the future on a season of obscurity, this is something that you can come back to at a later point in time. But I want to encourage you to change your perspective about this season of obscurity, this season of not being seen, not being heard, not being valued as you think that you should. Sometimes it is only for our preparation and the building of our character that we find ourselves in these predicaments and in these situations where it doesn't seem like I am in the place, I am in the position that I am deserving of being in, that I've worked for, that I've served for, that I've sacrificed for. But it's about changing our perspective to what this season really is. It's a season of preparation. It's a season of embracing. So that's why embracing this season becomes very important, because if I mismanage Lion and Bear season, I'm not ready for what is about to take place. And we'll see that in a second. My Bible scholars are already peeping where we're going with Lion and Bear season. But if we mismanage this season, we're not able to adequately be prepared for the seasons that are coming. And what I mean by that is, so take note of embracing the season. If you have to go back and listen to that episode, I would encourage you to do so. But it's important that we understand what Lion and Bear season is. It's a season of wax on, wax off, like Karate Kid, right? I didn't understand why I have to wash these things and why wax on, wax off becomes so important and so critical to the mission, to the vision, because it's completely unrelated, or it may even be related, but it's not in the position or in the place that I thought I should be in. This Lion and Bear season is the season that David experienced. We like to talk about David and Goliath, but we don't often talk about David's Lion and Bear season, because it was Lion and Bear season that prepared him for Goliath. And so let's go ahead and hop into the scripture. And Saul said, this is 1 Samuel 17. Y'all can tell I'm hyped for this one. 1 Samuel 17, verse 33, beginning at verse 33. I'll highlight the important verses as I speak, but gotta provide context, right? So this is when David he delivered the sandwiches to his brothers, right? And he heard Goliath over there talking junk, talking cash, right? And so then David steps up and says he'll fight him. And this is where we hop in at. And so verse 33, 1 Samuel 17, verse 33 says, "And Saul said to David, you are not able to go against this Philistine to fight with him, for you are a youth, and he a man of war from his youth. But David said to Saul, your servant used to keep his father's sheep. And when a lion or a bear came and took a lamb out of the flock, I went after it and struck it and delivered the lamb from its mouth. And when it arose against me, I caught it by its beard and struck and killed it. Your servant has killed both lion and bear. And this uncircumcised Philistine will be like one of them, seeing he has defied the armies of the living God. We're going to stop right there. You know the story. David ends up killing Goliath, right? But it's important to note what he says. David is so confident because why? Lion and bear season. He says, your servant in verse 36 has killed both lion and bear. This uncircumcised Philistine will be like one of them, seeing he has defied the armies of the living God. This giant, this battle that you have been facing, this battle that David has been facing or is about to face, has only been a testament of the preparation that he did in lion and bear season. He is so confident because of lion and bear season, because he had to kill and defeat lions and bears. He's prepared for the Goliath that is to come. He is prepared for a fight with Goliath. It is important that we embrace the season that we're in, that we don't neglect lion and bear season, right? And start making it happen in the season that we're in. Lion and bear season is the season of preparation. So change your perspective. This season of obscurity, it's lion and bear season. No, this may not be where I'm supposed to be, where I think I'm going to be, what the dream says, what the prophecy said, what the words that have been spoken into my life that I know are from God, the word that God gave me. I know it doesn't look like it right now, but this is lion and bear season. This is preparation for the Goliath that is to come. This is preparation for the dream that is to come. This is preparation for your coming out moment, the moment that God starts to use you in ways that eyes haven't seen, ears haven't heard, nor have they entered into the hearts of men. This is lion and bear season. Change your perspective on this season of obscurity. Change what you think about this time and this. I'm just going through the motions, and I'm not where I want to be. I'm not serving in the capacity that I think I should, or I haven't reached the platform that I think I should by now. No, this is lion and bear season. The lions that you're facing right now, the bears that you're facing right now, the people that are talking about you when you ain't even reached your full potential. This is lion and bear season. The people that's been hating on you for all this time, right? Saying how you would never be anything or how you think you're so much better than them. Lion and bear season. What do you think it's going to be like when you reach where God has called you to be? This is lion and bear season. No, I know you want to be on the platform, on the stage, or leading and doing these things. No, lion and bear season is to help you prepare, to help you understand what it is, what it takes to watch, to observe leadership, to observe things taking place. Don't neglect this place. Don't neglect lion and bear season. It may not be fun. It may not be the most comfortable place. It may not be where you desire to be, but Goliath is coming and you got to be prepared. You got to stay strapped. Lion and bear season is so important. I don't want to be in any place prematurely. Don't let me get to any place in God, in ministry, in leadership, in business prematurely, because then I'll be exposed. No, lion and bear season is your time to practice. He who dwells in the secret place, like I talked about last week. Right? This is the secret place. This is the time for you to prepare. This is your time to get ready. And even David's lion and bear season didn't end when he went back to the sheep. No, lion and bear season for him looked like serving the king, serving the anointing that he had already been anointed for. Y'all missing me right there already. Because you notice in 1 Samuel 16, so this isn't a part of those, but in 1 Samuel 16, that's when David is anointed. He's anointed the king there after he goes through all the sons, right? In that season of obscurity, in that season of being passed over, right? That the prophet looked at all his other brothers because they had the stature, because they had the appearance. And he's been passed over. David's been passed over. But then he's anointed king, yet has to sit at the feet of the king. So he's anointed for the position that he's now serving. Still in lion and bear season? No, that was helping his character. That was helping him grow, helping him understand that there's a Saul who is a king. And so the Saul in me has to die. So this lion and bear season for you, it may be observing leadership that doesn't recognize you so that you will understand what it takes to recognize the people who are in obscurity. Maybe it's not being seen on your job, not being appreciated from your manager so that you can become a better manager, a better supervisor. Maybe it's learning from this business, having this 9 to 5, so that when you start yours, when you operate in yours, you know what not to do. You know how to be, how to operate in success. This is lion and bear season for a lot of us. Lion and bear season. Isn't time to quit. This is the time to focus in, to lock in, to learn everything that you need to know. Learn how to do the nuanced things, the things that nobody wants to do. Learn to refine your character in those places, so that when you step into leadership, you're able to speak to it. You're able to understand how everything works and how everything should operate because I've spent time here. I didn't just arrive in this position. I didn't just arrive in leadership. No, I worked my way around. I see how this machine operates. I see how everything ticks, how everything moves, and what's important to the people. I see what's important to the customers. I see what's important to the people who we serve. Lion and bear season. Change your perspective on this season of obscurity. Not getting the recognition, not getting the credit, even though you know you deserve it. It's okay. Your time is coming, right? As we talked about last week, at the right time, the Lord will make it happen. Isaiah 16:22. At the right time, you'll be thrust into these positions, thrust into leadership. And because you didn't mismanage lion and bear season, you'll be able to fully operate in the gifting and the calling of God. But don't mismanage lion and bear season. Just because you don't have people clapping for you right now, just because the people don't see you right now, it doesn't mean that God doesn't see you. You got to trust that God, what God has for you is for you. You got to trust that God. So that's going to do it for this episode. As always, I thank you. Thank you. Everyone who tunes in, everyone who listens to the podcast, watches on YouTube, follows on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever, who supports me, who speaks life into me. Thank you so much. But as always, make sure you like and subscribe to the podcast on whatever podcasting platform you're listening to it on. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Cold Therapy. Follow the YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube, hit the notification bell, like and comment on there if this episode blessed you. Lion and bear season. Let's get it, y'all. This season of obscurity. Change your perspective about it. Change how you're looking at it. This is the season to prepare to understand what God has for you, what he's doing in you, even when no one sees you, or it feels like no one sees you, or you're not getting the credit and you know you deserve it. Lion and bear season. Let's eat, y'all. Let's kill the lions. Let's kill the bears, because Goliath is coming. The promotion is coming. So that's going to do it. As always, I'm your host, Chae Cole. And until next time, peace.